It's the father, Shyland Flowers.
And Carolina Keys. You got a lot into Just Another Week podcast, episode 39.
We'll be taking typical week
and turn that shit upside down. And King 6ix9ine got 5 records on the Billboard Top 100. God bless King 6ix9ine. What you mean?
Is that the nigga with the Mexican who's rapping really hard?
Yeah. The Mexican rapping really hard.
With like the colorful hair
and the colorful teeth.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. King 6ix9ine. Salute, bro. What's wrong with 6ix9ine, bro?
You know what? You had a very good argument when you was like, it's kind of like back in the day with Little John.
Yeah.
You know, niggas want to get crunk. That's a very, very good argument, and I can't argue that point. The music isn't for me personally. I don't get crunk a lot, so But going by that merit, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I got you. I get that.
King 6ix9ine.
I'm not gonna say King 6ix9ine.
King of New York. I'm just saying, he's King of New York, man. What you mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of King of New York, did you see the Biggie titled 2-hour documentary on Biggie?
I listened to it on Friday because I'm not allowed to watch videos at work, so I listened to it, and it was pretty insane. I think that's the one on A&E.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's the same one.
It's like 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
I might get one. I might roll and watch that shit tonight. Yeah, late night. Is it really worth watching?
I mean,
is it? Because I seen his mom's, I seen Faith in the trailers of it, so I'm thinking like this might be some. Like I seen kid footage of him, so I'm thinking maybe this is like some this deep. Like it's gonna show stories that we don't know.
If you're not knowledgeable in the history, then yeah, watch it. But I'm saying but I studied it, so like I knew
the story.
Yeah.
So it's nothing like extra or special. They got like a bunch of those different documentaries and shit that's out. Excuse me, on Biggie. Like for example, the Notorious movie. Then all these different spin-off shows. Like they got a new spin-off show that's on USA. Tupac and Biggie.
Oh yeah, the Unsolved Murder.
They said the people from O.J. Simpson, the O.J. Simpson trial shit did that one.
Oh really? Yeah.
Have you seen the O.J. shit? The O.J. shit is.
Nah.
You know, I watched that shit in one day, bro.
That the one in Cuba?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey, you know that nigga got a little brother? The nigga that's in Baby Boy?
Yeah.
That's his little brother.
Yeah,
that's wild. I found some other wild shit out this week. The Brat. I know the Brat and Lisa Ray was sisters, but did you know there was all sisters with Raven Simone? That just fucked you up, didn't it, right?
I don't believe any of that.
Real nigga shit. Raven Simone, Lisa Ray, and the Brat are all sisters, bro.
I don't believe it.
Somebody told what? Google.
I don't think that's nearly as correct as
You don't think so?
I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so.
Why nigga said that shit earlier, bro?
Because they all look like though, so I guess you can kind of.
How long? I gotta.
I guess but I don't think that's the actual truth. I don't think they're all related.
Brat sister. Only thing that come up is Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray.
Hold up, bro. I'm looking, bro.
All right.
Man, them motherfuckers ain't related.
Huh? You don't say.
That's some bullshit. I believe that shit though, bro.
Say
Lisa Ray, the Brat, Raven Simone. Other people have Googled this.
They're all doing a podcast looking at me like you're looking at me right now.
Lisa Ray and the Brat sisters, but Raven Simone is not related to him in no shape or form.
I mean, in theory, you're kind of right, man. I was watching this YouTube video and it was basically saying that like everybody in the world is kind of related. Like you can trace back everybody to one common ancestor.
I mean, we all from Pickens County, bro. We fucking our brothers and sisters.
Shyland Flowers has love for the people.
That sounds like you cool with brothers and sisters fucking, bro. I
Pickens County is all I do for South Carolina as a state. I just want to put that out there.
Nigga, please, bro. Nigga, fucking.
As a state, I do it for low country, upstate, mid country. Just want to say that.
You done plugging yourself, bro?
No, I'm plugging myself the whole show. I'm coming out April 13th.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this particular show. It's Boss Man Jay Carter. Boss Man Jay Carter is not here. We ain't gonna talk shit about him. He might pull up at the end. He may not. Shout out Boss Man Jay Carter.
I might talk shit about him actually. Because he kind of got shots off last week. Yeah, he kind of got shots off last week.
Oh my God, bro. That nigga murdered you, bro.
So I might come back to that act. I'm not going to say I'm not.
Why he not here?
Huh?
You gonna shoot that man while you're not here?
Yeah, probably. We'll talk about that next week. Next week I won't be here. So.
Let's jump to this George. This jaw jacket. That's fucked up, man. So it's your jaw jacket section for this week, man. First thing up, Lil Pump saying Tupac is lame. How you feel about it, man?
I feel that's some bullshit, man.
Pac ain't boring to you?
Pac is not boring to me. To me personally, no. Pac is. You know what bugs me out is that we treat Tupac like, he was like, like a father of West Coast rap. But I'm the same age now. Tupac died. He was my age. You know what I'm saying? So you're older than me. So I feel Lil Pump won't have that legacy. He just won't. You know what I'm saying? And so I think, hip hop I think we have to preserve our gods so that the genre itself can move forward. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of the only things that, I think, I don't want to say black people have left because, all the record label people. Anyway, but I think, you can say, things like, he's not my style of music, but say he's lame, I don't think that's...
Nah, he didn't say lame. He did say lame.
He said lame.
And
so,
boring.
Lame and boring. I don't think those are... Tupac has some very insightful lyrics. He has some really gangster shit. So it's the side of a coin, basically. You think Tupac is boring. You probably think Nas is boring. You think Nas is boring. But you probably think Nas is boring.
Nas was on the beat a lot, and then he just be rambling sometimes. I mean, he got songs. He got stories.
You probably think Kendrick was boring. Like
Kendrick was boring.
I'm saying, no, I'm not you. I'm saying, but you saying Tupac is lame and boring. That's probably you probably think those people are boring too. You probably don't like Jay-Z. You probably don't like old hip hop.
If you think it's lame.
You probably started listening to Lil Wayne. You probably started listening to hip hop around the time of like Carter 3. Yeah. To where, we've been doing this. Like 50 Cent, so,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Other artists that came out around that same time as 50 Cent, I mentioned the Carter album was Currency. Currency was well signed to Cash Money, if I'm not mistaken. They started fucking with Dame Dash and shit went south.
Yeah, as it often does, yeah.
Come on, man. Sorry. Respect King Dame. Did you read Dame's book?
I didn't read Dame's book. And I do respect King Dame.
I'm talking about Culture Vulture.
Nothing.
Have you... what did you read then? The other book? I said, did you read Dame's book? You said, yeah.
I said, no. Oh. Sorry, yeah, no, I haven't read Dame's book.
It's an audio book, but it's not like...
I read Hove's book.
That's crazy. Wow. Nah, but Dame got Culture Vultures, and it's like, he put it out like an album. Like, it streams like an album. It doesn't stream like...
Oh, like a title, kind of.
No. It streams on Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, etc. But it's set up in an album format, not a book format. Every chapter is a song, and every verse, or every track has music to him talking, original music to him talking. Not like niggas, man. It's better if I just show you.
I was like, are you referring to? I think J. Cole did that. I think.
No, this is like it's like he's reading. It's like interviews.
Oh no! Listen, so it's like Pimp by Robert Beck. If you listen to not Pimp, but Robert Beck was like this pimp back in the day, and he was turned into an author, and he used to sell CDs. Like it used to be him telling stories over like jazz and shit, kind of like that, right?
Yeah. That's it. And he called it Culture Vulture Audio Experience. Let's see what we got here. Pick a number, man. 1 through 16.
7.
We're gonna play track 7 business objectives.
You are now tuned in to Business Objective, Business Elevator Section. Culture Vulture's the book. Right now, I'm focused on being an artist. I want to be judged as an artist. I want to put it all on the line. I want to make money off me for a change. I've always made money off other people my whole life. It's too easy, which is because I'm a businessman. Everybody knows that. So now the challenge is for me to be an artist.
You get where he's going?
Yeah, why you put the echo? Everybody knows that. That's a bit contrived for me.
But it's an audio experience.
Dude, that's just funny as fuck to me. I don't necessarily understand why.
He got business done though.
But he's fun. Yeah, no, he was extremely effective. He's just really it's fun to me.
Wait.
You know what I think? I think about it like they're like the same people. Like Jay-Z is a neutral good, and then like you get to see like your split, like your good angel, your bad angel. I think like Diddy's the good angel and Diddy's the bad angel.
Wow. Wow. I'm moving the fuck on. I'm talking about Currency. Did you have any favorite records from Currency? Anything that just like when they go off, you're like, yeah, that's
to be completely honest with you, I've never been like a solo Currency fan. I do like his work when he works with Crit. I think he has a few things with Wayne that I like, but like as of like listening to Currency, like straight up, I never listen to Currency.
I got a favorite record, man. This shit called Showroom. Let me see if I can get it pulled up. I'm just gonna play a little bit of it.
I worked the door. He came to the Civic Center back in the day, and I worked the door with my homie E back in the day. That was pretty much that.
Did you meet him?
Nah, I didn't meet him.
You didn't care to meet him?
I didn't care to meet him. No, not at all.
At first, when he first came out, he was with Cash Money and shit. I always thought that he didn't have a song, like a concept to what he was saying. It was just, I'm just going to put words together that rhyme and a couple punch bars, and it's going to be my verse. But it wasn't like aimed at something. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like all of his songs was just like throw a beat on. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this, let's do that. But he put out a motherfucking a album, and I think it was called, what is that? The Stone Immaculate. Mm-hmm. It's a song on this shit called Showroom. I'm gonna let that shit ride. If you two don't play it, they gotta give you an ad. Nope, you're not getting your ad on my podcast, motherfucker. Anyway, my cousin Alonzo, I can't think of what his rap name is now. He had a show. I went to his apartment one time, and he was like, "Yeah, man, you gotta check out that new Currency." And he started playing this song, and at the time, I was driving like a '66 Granada, Ford Granada. I don't think I knew you around that time period of time, but I had got it painted San Francisco red and gold, which was dope. Let me see. I got the record pulled. I'm gonna let you some of this shit.
Used to be so cool back in the day.
Yeah, this shit is went with my car.
When the speedometer reads 70 miles per hour, spoilers deployed from the trunk. Less wind resistance, more power. You ain't said nothing like this once. Fresh from the pages, the car and driver to the position of high pilot. Filing my connection with the rest of my shit. They build sheets, documented mileage. Handbook in the console, I know everything about it. Got your woman when she need goggles. See me on the set, I'm the picture of survival.
Yeah, niggas killing it. That's my favorite Currency records. If you ever find time, you should go back to that Stone Immaculate. The whole shit rolled. Remember, I used to fuck with him too when he was back with Wiz. Like Wiz was like paper planes, and he was like jets and shit, jet life.
Yeah.
So I was fucking with them. But he got a new record out called Billy Ocean, and Billy Ocean, same type of feel as Showroom. They got like a West Coast theme. Like he was having a good time, old school slanging and shit. I think he got then he had the Jets. He got some shit called like Cruise Life. It was a bunch of old schools, you know what I'm saying, swingers and shit, all going through Cali. Songs sound pretty dope, man. Okay. The thing about Currency that I always know is that he put out a lot of fucking music. It's Currency. So you said you don't really listen to a single project or solo project of Currency, but have you noticed every time you might go to like a mixtape site or something, you see Currency out something brand new on a monthly basis? Do you think that will actually work for artists though? Do you think artists should flood it that much that every time you check a site, you see that person at the top of it, or is it? So basically, what I'm asking is it quantity over quality or quality over quantity?
My personal preference would be quality over quantity.
Okay.
But I understand the instance where quantity might work better than quality. I don't want to say like a rapper's name, like who I'm thinking of, because I might do shit later on in life.
Yeah.
But there's a rapper who's really, really, really popular right now, and I think he suffers from that. I think he drops way too much.
Chris Brown?
No.
I think Chris Brown do that.
Oh no, I was talking about Chris, but no. I think he drops way more than what he has to. Mm-hmm. I think if he took like a year or two off and didn't release anything and then came back, I think it'd be bigger. But at the same time, I understand, the need for relevancy. So you can keep his name going.
But at the same time, that type of argument takes a shape when it comes to artists like Ray Sherman and Migos. Mm-hmm. Migos are consistently putting out music. Like I know I read a meme. I don't study the Migos. I don't know if it's 100% true, but they were saying that they didn't spend more than 45 minutes on a song on Culture 2 project.
Yeah.
Like they just pushing them out. Where you got Ray Sherman, who is taking a little bit more time. Which that first Shrimp Life, it had like 9 or 10 different like records that could have went. They went single or could have went single. Like all their music, like when they put it out, it's golden. Like you may have Amigos track that's alright. Like it had the Ice Trader Game shit when the QC compilation dropped, but you really didn't hear it that much.
Right.
It was kind of like the most buzz around it wasn't the song itself, it was the fact that it had said something about Everyday Struggle and Joe Budden. Then when they split up, Joe Budden and Everyday Struggle, the song kind of just fell to the wayside. Then they had the shit with Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, the motorsport shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like the songs was made for the moments. That people remember the moments, not the actual songs or the records and shit. But then when you got people like Ray Sherman, they put out these three tracks. Like matter of fact, last week they put out these 3 tracks. It's like they took their time to make the music, and it hit the areas it's supposed to hit. Right. Like Migos put out music that's trappy, like super fucking trappy, super repetitive. And yeah, it may hit, it may cross over a little bit. Like they got Stir Fry crossing over now. They had the song with Drake that crossed over possibly because of Drake. Back in the day, they had Bad and Bougie with Lil Uzi Vert. They said that one crossed over. But it's more like everything Ray Sherman do is gonna cross over. It's gonna hit every like market. Right. When they first came out, they had that record I Ain't Got No Type. And it was kind of kiddie. I ain't really care to hear that shit. Then they kind of went away, but then they came back on their second album, if I'm not mistaken, and they had the Freeze Challenge shit. Black Beatles shit with Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane's on there, right? With Gucci Mane on it. So it's just like they take their time, and when they drop, it's like it's calculated. But Migos just throwing shit against the wall and trying to make something stick. And they have shit that stick like Stir Fry. You heard Stir Fry? Yeah. It's just very fucking repetitive. In the kitchen, wrist twitching like a stir fry. Or wrist whipping like a stir fry. Say that shit 3 times fast. No. I'm not doing that. So when so basically to wrap this piece up, you pretty much saying that you prefer yourself to take your time with quality than putting out quantity, but you understand the thought process behind it as an artist. Yeah,
because your little brother, my big brother, taught me that. He gave me that advice like a few years ago. I think that's the biggest reason why there's a gap between Shoeless and Satoma, because Cat sat me down and was like, nigga, like, space your shit out. So you release too much too soon. So you take your time and do it, you know, so you can make really good shit and then don't have to do anything else.
For a while, because you can cap off that and make money off of it. That's a good motherfucking nigga, that Cat, man. Have you put anything out recently?
Has Cat put it up? Not to my knowledge.
Gotcha. So moving to, we normally jump into the local news, but our local news broadcaster, Bossman J. Carter, is not here today.
He's not.
So we're not going to talk about local news. Yeah. We're going to move on to news around the world. And what I seen right before I walked in here on this beautiful Saturday was Black Panther's at $1 million.
Black Panther's at $1 billion.
That's crazy.
That's lovely.
I think I would like to. I need something from that because I feel like I don't want to see this shit 3 times.
3 times, yep.
I mean, goddamn. Yep. Can I get a poster, sit down, like, you know what I mean? Something like. I know there's probably people want to see it more than 3 times. I got to invite tonight to go see it again for the 4th. I probably won't go. But the movie is just that damn dope.
The movie is that dope. I think it's the second Marvel movie to hit $1 billion. I think it's right behind. I think they say it'll probably finish right behind The Dark Knight as the second highest grossing superhero movie of all time. And, you know, it's amazing what, black people will take serious if you take it serious kind of thing. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing what you can show them. That, hey, I'm really serious about this. Go see this. And niggas like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So it's amazing, bro.
When Obama got voted in, niggas weren't really going out voting, whatever, yada, yada. But as soon as niggas was like, you have to go do this. And you seen everybody else doing it. Which is sad, but at the same time.
It's not, I mean, it's sad when you think about what could be. But at the same time, it's kind of like, you know.
Celebrate the win.
Yeah, you kind of got to be like, you know, this is a win for us. So let's just, you know.
Celebrate. Bask in the glory of it. I got you. Talk about some music, man. So you just seen that Chris Brown Tempo video was setting up.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on King Brown?
Chris Brown's a very weird character. No, I like the song though. The song in the video's hard. Yeah. My favorite part is when he like breaks into the lady's house and he does like the worm on the bed. Yeah. He just like talking.
He just threw his leg up like he's gonna piss on it and came off the bed.
Like
he's fucking wilding, bro. He's an artist, though.
Man. I think he's an artist. That I agree. I think he should. I think after that Rihanna thing, he just should have Took your time. His music.
He came out.
He came right back out with Transform Me though. Like, killed it
quick. Bro.
Yeah, but I would have took my time on that one.
And then he put out I'm not even exaggerating, like 50, 60 records because he had the album that y'all. Did you ever finish the full double disc?
Absolutely.
40 records. Then for Christmas he went out and put like 16 more records on top of the 40 records that was there.
Too much. But
the thing about it, now he can sit back all this year and make these cool ass videos and bank off his records as they go one by one.
I mean, yeah.
Kind of smart.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Cause I know album from
I would have released 70 fucking songs basically, but
the thing about it was Chris Brown released those 60 or 70 songs, and he showed you the levels of Chris Brown. Like the Tempo video went back to the running style, where they in the street. It was mostly focused on them dancing and having a good time. Where you got the bad boy, Chris Brown, where he's like flagged up, doing rapping, being all hardcore and gangster. It went back to the I still have fun. I can still make records. Because he got a record that came out with Jordan Lucas as well. I can't think of the name of it right this second, but him and Jordan Lucas was rapping on a record together. They had a joint project coming actually. But that particular video, it gave like that I'm a bad boy, I'm in the club. And Tempo just brought it back down to something that kids can listen to as well. That's why I believe like a lot of people put down Chris Brown with stuff that happened with Rihanna, going back and forth to jail, things like that. I mean, but whenever you in a public eye that big, you get a traffic ticket and it can be blown out of proportion.
Right, yeah.
But I think Chris Brown's gonna go down as one of the best. I think it's like Prince, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown. No? Give me a look. Give me a look.
I don't think I would go that far, but
who else can you put in that caliber? Like he can sing, dance, and he does everything. He engineer, he produce.
Chris Brown produces?
Yeah. I follow Chris Brown on like social media and stuff like that. So there's been plenty of times where you jump on Snapchat. He's working on making beats.
I gotta hear some Chris Brown beats. I'm gonna put him in the same category.
I don't think that is
Prince and Michael Jackson, but I need to hear some of these Chris Brown
but the
beats,
thing is, what puts Chris Brown and what puts Prince and Michael Jackson so high? Because they're artists. Well, I put Prince over Michael. Because Prince is an artist.
But when I did it, Andre almost had a whole thing. Remember? Yeah. Podcast? Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. But no, I think what puts them high is I think it's a sign of the times. I think Chris Brown isn't playing in a game where he can elevate himself to elevate somebody else.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think Prince and Michael are
their competition.
They're battling each other.
So that made them better.
Yeah, they're battling Stevie, they're battling Queen, they're battling, Whitney, they're battling, fucking everybody from like the 80s that were like dropping bombs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Chris Brown
stayed relevant and still was cool as fuck.
Right. That's what I think puts, Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, Pac in that situation. They're elevating themselves as well as the culture itself. Chris Brown really doesn't have anybody in that.
He really don't.
You know what I'm saying? So kind of, he's extremely talented, but I think
nothing to base it off of.
Right. I think it diminishes it kind of in a way because he's not competing against anybody. His contemporaries make better music, but they're not the better performer. They might be better artists, but they're not the better overall artist. They can't.
Chris write it, sing it, dance it, choreograph it. That's what I'm looking for. He write it, sing it, choreograph it, perform it, and it's amazing. When you got somebody like Trey Songz, who would probably get sent the song, then get sent the reference track, and then go in and and all that shit on the record, and and the monkeys and shit.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just giving that's one thing that's that put Prince over Michael Jackson was the fact that he could do it all by himself. So I think that also puts Chris Brown over a lot of R&B singers today, because I don't know any other R&B singers that can do all of it. Like you got Young Berg, who can put hits out, but he's a better producer. You got Trey Songz, who may have more sex appeal and do all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But Chris Brown, he can do every single thing that the boys can do it better. And like you said, with no competition, you can't really judge it. It's just like it's Chris Brown. Yeah. He's the best talent at this time.
I don't think he's the best talent at this time, but
who's better talented than Chris Brown? All around, overall talented. Other than, I can't even say Beyonce.
Why not?
Beyonce is a package, but I wouldn't compare it to Chris Brown.
I think Chris Brown is a package. I think that's the
Chris Brown can sing. Beyonce really is not like that strong of a singer.
I think vocally Beyonce. That's Chris.
No. So you can't judge. To me personally, you can't judge a female vocalist and a male vocalist because they gonna be able to get to different ranges based on just sex. One's a male, one's a female.
I mean, yeah, but you can still judge vocal power though. Like
I would
range
say Beyonce,
and power.
I would say Beyonce has more range than Chris Brown.
She has more vocal power too. Her voice sounds like it can break like a wall.
But
like when she really wants to go there.
But my thing is, when you put her against somebody as simple as Keisha Cole sounds sonically better than Beyonce. If they went in the same studio and mix and master the same, the strength of her voice, the power. When I listen to Beyonce records, I don't do it often, but when I do listen to Beyonce records, it's more or less like I don't feel the pain. I don't feel the song.
Because I think, personally, I agree with you. I think she makes up for it when she's performing. When she's performing and she like breaks it down,
but Chris Brown got that. But the Chris Brown part of it in the male category, he can perform it and he can go on the record with it. Beyonce can't do that. That's why I say you can't compare them. That's why I say you can't compare them.
That's I don't know.
That's because you can't compare them based off that.
I don't know about
Next record, man. Get the fuck off my dick by Vince Staples.
I'm not donating. I didn't donate any to that GoFundMe at all.
Tell me about it, because you were telling me the other day.
So basically, Vince Staples right now is on tour with Tyler the Creator. And apparently there's been fans bitching and complaining about like the set design and like the songs and how they're performed and stuff. So basically he was like, if y'all want me to shut the fuck up, give me $2 million. He's like, for $2 million, he was like, I'll buy a Toyota, I'll move to like Park something of California, and I'll buy like a dog for $2 million. He said, I'll buy one can of soup for all the homies locked down. Nigga is wild. But no, man, I think they like 24 hours, they had like $1,000 to $2,000. Like, I'm not donating to that. But then I think it was like a marketing ploy for the song, Get the Fuck Off My Dick.
That's a good idea. I respect Vince Staples for off the interviews and off of other like things he's been in where he's just talking. Dude, man, educated. He said some really off the wall shit, like he's never heard a Nas album, never heard a Pac album, never finished Doggy Style, shit like that. Like, nigga, you kind of got. But then his argument to that was, them niggas ain't really from LA, so why the fuck I gotta listen to them? They said Pac's from B1, shit like that.
Is that how you feel?
That's crazy though. What's crazy is Vince Staples could say some shit like that and no backlash. But who was it? Rich Homie Quan or somebody that fucked up some Biggie lyrics? Yeah. Then they went crazy over that. But you got a kid. What's the dude that's on Mr. iRobot? The rapper, Joey Badass. Not iRobot, Mr. Robot. You know Joey Badass was on Mr. Robot?
I didn't know that.
Joey Badass from New York. One of the coolest, great artists out of New York right now. But he said the same thing. Like, I never listened to a whole such and such. Or I don't think that this is that great. For him to not be attacked, but attack Rich Homie Quan for messing up some big lyrics. Or they attack Lil Pump for saying Tupac is lame or boring. I think it's a standard there. Because like I said, Vince Staples has said pretty much the same thing, saying like, I'm from over here. But I don't listen to that shit. Like, I ain't never listened to that shit. So what's the point? Like, for somebody, you got Lil Pump who listened to it and say, I just ain't studied. Like, I might be reaching a little on this one. Yeah. Might be reaching. But for Lil Pump to have studied Tupac and listen to Tupac and say, this ain't for me, versus somebody that's from that coast that Pac Ray helped elevate, to say, I'm not listening to that shit at all. I never listened to the Doggy Style. Shit that came from your back. Why Vince not getting beat on as much as Pump or Rich Homie Quan?
I think, well, the reason why is Rich Homie Quan is because Rich Homie Quan just had one job to go out there and, you know, say a verse. And say a verse. You know what I'm saying? They're paying you to get on stage and say a verse, and you don't know the verse. So, I mean, yeah. That's really, I ain't gonna say, it's not I just don't know how to angle the argument, but I think, personally, you know, I think those are not like must listen to albums. You know, everybody has different tastes, you know. So I've never heard Doggy Style all the way through.
But you're not from over there.
What's a southern?
We don't have that. We had that conversation last week.
We do. I mean, are you referring like South Carolina? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No.
That's not about DC.
I'm saying no. I've never listened to like Little Rue, or I've never listened.
You didn't know who Boss G was?
I do know
these
niggas were.
You never listen to Boss G? Man. Rue, Boss G. Do you know who Headhunters is?
I know Headhunters is.
Okay. Yes. Alden was from Headhunters. It's a couple guys. It'll make you an old, like, Sadie Hawkins. Yeah, Sadie Hawkins, Proper, T-Mike, TNG. So that's not great guys back there, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But no, man, I mean, you know, hey, I guess it's what you he didn't go out. I think saying is a lame and boring is more disrespectful than saying I didn't listen to it at all.
Giving your opinion versus not taking the time is more disrespectful. You never even open it up to try. You just fuck that. With this kid he's trying to stay relevant. He's trying to learn his history of hip hop.
I don't think he's trying to learn, but
why not? Why else was he listening?
Because when he said it, it didn't sound like it was coming from that. From that, I'm trying to learn about the history.
No, he said that somebody asked him about Pac. He said Pac is lame. But it's just lame to me. It's boring to me.
Okay, and I think that's it's an opinion, but it's still I think it's kind of disrespectful at the same.
They're not listening to it all.
In the same.
So somebody saying your record is whack versus somebody saying I ain't even click on that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fact that they didn't take the time to even listen.
But I'd rather you not take the time and be like, yo, be real with you, I didn't take the time. They'd rather be like, yo, this shit whack.
Which the whack is telling you that you have columns. You have my song is dope, my song is whack. That adds to the song is whack. Why do you think the song is whack? It's boring to me. It's not catchy to me. That's feedback that you can take and get constructive with it if you have enough people saying it. If a nigga tell you he never listened, it's pointless.
How many people have you heard say Tupac is whack and Tupac is lame and Tupac is boring?
You lie!
I can't.
You guys worship him, really? You don't remember that whole Master Flex?
I can't
spazzing the fuck out.
I can't even fathom that. I can't even fathom. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say I don't think it came from a place of.
So you don't remember the Funk Master Flex going off on Tupac?
Yeah, but I'm not. Flex. No, while I do want to go out there and do some bars, Flex might be on coke, bro. Because Flex flipped out on hoes too for like no reason at all. Like nigga just flipped the fuck out. So Flex might be on coke. So,
I never did that.
Really?
We would have never talked about this situation. And I'm gonna tell you what I fucking hate about. I'm gonna tell you what I hate. And people always want to ask me why I said it 20 years later. People always say why I said it 20 years later.
That nigga do got coke eyes though. That nigga got coke eyes. You know what coke eyes are?
Yeah.
He got coke eyes, bro.
And Biggie wouldn't have fucking died if that nigga hadn't lied. He lied. Y'all niggas worship him. Lie.
He lied. And you niggas worship him. So he came in pot. What you mean?
Nigga on coke, bro.
Pump on his ass. What's the difference? Is there really a difference?
There's a difference. No, there's not a difference. But it goes to show you that you shouldn't be taking
lies. You worship him.
You shouldn't be taking drug addicts to peas or anything. You know what that means?
Hey man, so you know who Prime is? Listen to the first Prime album?
Yes.
Lies. You did not listen to the first.
Holy shit.
So they got Prime 2 coming out. As of Friday, yesterday, the 9th, you can actually listen to the album early, couldn't you?
On NPR.com.
NPR. But I'm trying to check out some of the records from it. I haven't listened to Prime, the first one, in its entirety. But he got a record with 2 Chainz. Now, me, I'm a fan of 2 Chainz being on features because he out jumping motherfuckers track and go bananas. But I wasn't really feeling this shit. Have you heard Flirt from Prime and 2 Chainz?
I have not.
All right, man. Hopefully we can put our YouTube video up this week. But if not, this is probably the reason why.
Apparently got blocked by me last week for playing that Frank Ocean at the end.
I don't support Frank Ocean, bro. I don't play that shit no more.
First of all, we're not going to sit here and disrespect Frank. Frank be beat chat.
Lies! He's gay! You worship him! His songs are about men!
And after 15 minutes of fame was up, she hit my phone back, apologizing, asking, can we still fuck? Please miss me, I'm paid as hell. I got the game, lock arcades in jail. I wish my uncle with the dotty would have loved to see this.
First off, Royce started with the Eminem cadence.
Fuck.
Say what, bro?
Fuck.
His Zucchini. But based off of that little piece that I played there, man, we think the song's gonna head into a good direction. With 2 Chainz coming behind it.
I think. Oh shit. I think. I can't really gauge it. I like the where he was going with it because I do remember him being exposed to me to take out. I do remember that. The rest of my sex tape. So
yeah.
But nah, I like his bar. His bar on the song. I'm like kicking on my mouth and shit. Oh, Nick, I got something to tell you.
What do you have to tell me, man?
Did you ever heard a song called Dead Wrong?
No, I haven't heard Dead Wrong.
Eminem, B.I.G.?
No, I haven't.
Okay. We can't have this conversation.
Right.
Never mind.
Speaking of other new songs that came out this week, did you listen to T-Pain, the Bardier Cardi remix?
I listened to a snippet of it on Snap. I think is where I heard it. But has the whole thing been released?
It has.
I've not heard the whole thing.
Gotcha. I got you. Don't
Niggas was going crazy on Twitter though.
He killed that shit. T-Pain. My belly. That's my favorite part of that shit, nigga. That nigga said, "Who got your bitch in the crib eating chicken wings off my belly?" Sorry, bro. I'm finna go back. He lied. He never had that shit happen.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna look this up. I want to see if T-Pain is still like, if he's one of. He's only like what, 32, 33?
Hey, young again.
Jesus, man. I think he one of the people that released music too much. He should have just.
Yeah, him and Wayne was on everybody fucking song, man. See how old Mr. T-Pain is. Age. Doing your Googles. Damn. That nigga ain't that much. That nigga 32. Mm-hmm. He can come back.
Mm-hmm. I think T-Pain should do right. I think he's right for people.
I think T-Pain should get with Khaled.
I think he's one of the biggest writers of our generation.
T-Pain? What has T-Pain written? I mean, outside of his own songs.
But nigga, he could be. This nigga wrote "Buy You a Drink" when he was like 22. "Buy You a Drink" is the most like Al Green, Luther Vandross shit I've ever heard in my life, bro.
You got a point. I think T-Pain, if he get with, I burped, shit. I think if T-Pain get with, links up with DJ Khaled, that'll help him and Khaled out a whole lot.
Again?
Yeah.
Khaled should.
Get
Khaled and another person that Khaled's like Kids Bop now. He should. He's like Kids Bop for real niggas. But Khaled's another person that I think should chill the fuck out from releasing for about a good 2-3 years. Khaled's supposed to be like every like 2-3 years. I'm about to release this shit with like Taylor Swift and Kendrick Lamar. Like
I think
it's supposed to be. He gotta
eat. What are you gonna do in the meantime?
You can pay from Apple, nigga, like a ambassador for Weight Watchers. Nigga be fine, bro.
He gotta eat.
Nigga be fine, bro. Nigga, that's a rock boy. He be fine. Oh, he can fucking DJ. His name is DJ.
That's great.
Oh, learn. Pick up a hobby.
Pick up the hobby people already have. Moving the fuck along. We was talking about Funk Master Fest earlier today, and Royce the 5'9" killing in Flex We Trust. That shit was a fucking amazing. Even Eminem tweeted, it was like, Flex is your fault. I was like, wow. Cause we ain't gonna speak about it. That shit was horrible. That's ruining your legacy, bro. Speaking of, no, fuck that. Before we go into this shit,
oh God,
I got on title today. Seeing Nick Cannon had a record with Fat Joe. How does that make you feel, bro? Like today, nigga. If you got title,
send it back. Nick Cannon can spit, bro. You see him on that cipher with Charlie Clips and Conceited. We got bars, bro. I think what kills Nick Cannon is the fact that we know him like as Nick Cannon. If Nick Cannon came out today with the bars he has now, I don't think it would be that big deal. But I think
this nigga said if Nick Cannon came out today,
I think it would be that big of a deal. I think that's why we look down on Bow Wow. I think
Bow Wow's trash. Nick Cannon came out today with the bars that he has. Shut the That's the funniest fucking thing I heard you say in a very long time.
We laugh now.
I laugh a lot.
However, I think Nick Cannon in a battle destroyed Jordan Lucas, bro. Point Jordan Lucas, bro.
You high.
I'm high, but I ain't that high.
You high as fuck right now.
Maybe you don't for you. I ain't drink shit. I never made no 50.
Bruh, you high as fuck. If you
Nigga, did you watch Atlanta?
Yes.
Nigga.
I did watch Atlanta, bro.
Oh shit, but I'm crying.
He ride that nigga in the nicest way possible.
You know, I mean, I'm sorry about this, man. I'm paying you back, man. Ride the season.
I got it. It's the Incredible Gang. Nick Cannon, Fat Joe, and DJ Luke Nasty.
Luke and that? Oh yeah, I know that is actually. Never mind.
Drums, please.
So Nick Cannon got bars right now.
I haven't heard the song.
I'm saying, you said with the bars, and Nick Cannon, if he came out today, he would be amazing. Nah, man, not ever.
Look at this nigga. Look at Yo, all the niggas on coke, cuz. All these niggas on coke.
It's your boy. If Nick Cannon came out today with them bars.
I did it to myself. I did it to myself.
Nick Cannon came out today with them bars.
That nigga was on all of that when I was a kid.
Let's get.
I was trying to.
Let's get to talk about some real bars. Royce the 5'9", as I was saying, murdered this shit.
He did. But DJ Premier in the background.
Yeah, Black Thought murdered his shit.
We did. 10 minutes straight.
Lux murdered his shit. Out of those, don't say that Jay-Z shit. Out of those three, rate those three: Lux, Royce, Black Thought.
I thought about this last night. Lux, Royce, Thought.
It's so hard to agree with you, but it's like
it's not that hard, bro.
It's
not that hard, bro.
Nah, man, the bars are there for all three, of course. What gives Lil Lux the edge is the fucking performance of the bars, bro. Performance matters, bro.
Performance does matter. That's what makes you an overall complete artist.
He got it. He edged Royce because Royce was just chilling. If Royce, he never had that energy, but Royce
Royce a cool,
Royce a murdy on
laid back dude. Like Black Thought is too, though. He's kind of a cool, laid black, not aggressive.
Laid black.
Laid black.
I'm cool, laid black. What the fuck is laid black mean?
I'm talking like you. No, he laid back. He ain't never really been,
Yeah. That's the only reason he won't get number one in this one. The only reason.
I think bar-wise, they all really, really good, bro. I think Lux look here that bitch like a battler. Lux will beat these niggas in a battle. Like, easy.
Off performance. Simply off performance. Simply off performance, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, man. Mm-hmm. He'll get the money based off performance. Based off money, though. Well, speaking of money, though, rapper Gunna, I think Carter played one of his records a couple weeks ago.
He did.
Offered $1 million by Gucci Mane. And YSL CEO, Sex, he changed his name, didn't he? Didn't Thug change his name to Sex? No? You don't know?
No, I don't. I don't know anything about this actually.
Yeah, Thug changed his name to Sex a couple weeks ago. But anyway, said we already gave him $1 million plus. What's happening? Do you really think these guys are getting $1 million?
No.
Then they cap him. I don't think they're worth $1 million. I tried to listen to Gunna.
I'm about to ask you, like, would you give, if you were Gucci, would you give this nigga $1 million?
No.
Why was Gucci? I wouldn't sign nobody else after Waka. Y'all got me. I know, fuck these niggas, bro.
Why not? The fuck off, bro.
You lied. You lied. That's all I can think about. That's all I think about.
You lie. You worship him.
That's all I can think about when it comes to Waka. Gucci man.
You think Gunna should get that $1 million and Stevie J to pay his child support?
Jesus. Yeah, man. Help Stevie out.
Listen. $1 million in child support.
I could have sworn one day we did this on the podcast, but we looked back at Stevie J's resume of the shit he's produced.
A beast.
He
owe $1 million. I'm gonna tell you what probably happened. They haven't restructured this nigga child support since the 90s. So they still think he making it. What they call it, hit makers? Diddy Boys called it hit makers. He was with Jodeci too back in the day. But come on, cuz $1 million.
That's a lot.
$1 million. Like
how many kids? That's a good question. See.
But do you love them niggas that much to be like, here go $1 million? You gonna sit down to your time. They're gonna be like 1.5 years for $1 million. Which one you picking?
Does Stevie J have $1 million to just give?
I don't know, bro. But if he does, then no, those your kids. Give him $1 million. But if you don't, man, you gotta sit down if you don't have it.
You can make payment plans. You can do all.
You can't make payment plans when they telling you like it's over, bruh. $1 million or you going this way? That's the point he at right now. It ain't like nigga payment. That's why he behind. He ain't make the payments, bruh. Like, how you gonna put a nigga on a payment plan that wouldn't pay the payment plan?
I don't have kids. I don't.
But listen, common sense say child support is payments to your child through the court system. That's just common sense. You gonna give a nigga a payment plan that didn't make the original payments on his payment plan?
I mean, well, in this case, I would. And the reason why, the reason why I would is because he's still in Love and Hip Hop, right?
I don't know.
He's still on some form of TV. He's still getting paid. Even if he's not on TV now, he's still getting royalty checks from the shows, reruns and whatnot. So he's still making money. You better hope you on TV, because if you on TV, the judge might be like, okay, well, we'll take this and then we'll give you your check. You know what I'm saying? If it's on TV, but if you're not on TV and you're getting royalties, then, I mean, in theory, you don't gotta go to jail. They can just do the same thing. They gotta cash you out a check regardless. They had to be.
He said the government take the percentage of the check every time, like taxes and shit.
Probably.
Me personally, I'm doing my 1.5 years. I'm not giving easy. Cause I don't think Stevie a bum. Like, I don't think Stevie's like, I think he's just not paying, going to the court and paying. I don't think he's like not spending time and seeing the kids.
True, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit really don't matter. If you're on child support and you go somewhere, go to court, you get called to court, and they're saying you're $500 behind the child support, and you show them $500 worth of receipts, it won't matter. Mm-hmm. The money's supposed to touch the court hands before it touch the kid hand. Instead of you going directly to your kid and paying for them, which is kind of fucking crazy.
Okay,
Standing in millions, Flavs $3.1 million in tax.
Yeah, boy.
That nigga hurt, bro.
I'm trying to think, is there any point in time where Public Enemy was worth $3.1 million? They were big, like the late 80s, early 90s. Like 3 albums. They have a really good 3-album run.
Gotcha.
But are they worth $3.1 million? Have they sold $3.1 million?
He got, if it's
Flavs worth $27,000 right now. With his clock.
It's worth what?
$27,000. You know what I'm saying? You heard exactly what I'm saying. Nigga put $27,000 with his clock. They don't show reruns of The Flavor of Love or Surreal Life anymore. So, and they get beat up in casinos.
He did get beat up in the casino.
Flashing on a help Flav.
You think so?
I think Jay-Z's like, I think rap needs a union. I think the union of rap should be Jay-Z. He's the only logical motherfucker that I can think of right now. You know,
I'm gonna keep moving.
You know how like when you work for a company, you set up a retirement fund. They have rapper retirement funds, bro.
Who gonna keep the IRAs and shit? Who gonna be over there?
I'll find somebody. No, I think rappers should have rappers will have healthcare, nigga.
You should make enough money to pay for your healthcare. What you mean, rap? Rap, man, people that say rap don't have healthcare, yeah, they do. You just have to go get it. You can go to like right. You can go to Geico. It's Geico sales agents that would love to sell you a policy that you just have to pay directly to the company versus going through like a job and paying them that way. And a lot of times the policies are cheaper too. Go directly to them. So
a lot of things I didn't know actually.
Think about the Oscars, man. Did you watch the Oscars?
I did not watch the Oscars.
I haven't watched an award show. I don't know how fucking long.
I watched the Grammys and I was disappointed. I should have just watched the Royal Rumble.
Why'd you watch the Grammys over the Rumble? You thought Jay was going in.
I thought Jay was I was one of those people. And I wanted to see SZA. You know, I'm in love with SZA.
SZA's not that cute.
That's where you're wrong. That's what I'm going to stop you. That's where I'm going to have to.
That's where things go sideways.
I'm going to have to cut the podcast off there.
Let's talk about these some notable wins for me at the Oscars. Best original screenplay, Get Out. Did you see Get Out?
I did see Get Out.
Did you see both endings to Get Out?
I've seen both endings to Get Out.
I have not seen the second ending yet.
Yeah.
I'm that nigga that has not. I need to like Google it.
It's really funny.
I don't all of them die or something? Or the police show up and arrest them?
Nah, TSA. No, it's not funny. Sorry, that's the original ending. The second ending, yeah, then it go to jail. That's right.
Right, that cop, the police car's pulling up is not the home, but it's the actual cop.
Yeah. You know, that nigga doing death. Nigga, New York nigga, it's a rap.
When you first seen the movie, you thought it was a cop too, though.
Yeah. Yo, Get Out fuck me. Get Out fucked me up so bad. I only seen it once, bro. I only seen the movie once all the way through.
Why?
That shit fucked me up, bro.
How?
Nigga, 80% of my friends are white. Like, nigga, like, yo.
Like at any given moment, I go to White Boy Josh's house and
it's a rap for me, bro. First of all, you don't know. First of all, sidebar, you don't know how strong Josh acts. Josh got that mental health strength. That nigga. Oh shit! That nigga. That nigga Josh like Brock Lesnar, bro. He's like, yeah.
That nigga got mental health strength.
That nigga got that
nigga. Wait a second, nigga from WrestleMania.
That nigga got
boy, hey, can you help me lift this couch?
The nigga just got full like Incredible Hulk Bruce Banner out this bitch. Like nah, son.
He got mental health.
Nah,
strength.
son. I don't stand a chance.
Oh my god.
I can put that bare hair. It's a wrap. Game the fuck over, bro.
I'm hurt. I'm so hurt, man. Kobe Bryant, one of your favorite basketball players, also won the award at the Oscars, man.
Kobe.
What did he win?
He won for Best Animated Short Film for Dear Basketball.
I haven't seen it.
It's basically a reenactment of his retirement poem, I guess, that he did when he retired. They animated it and they had John Williams, the guy that did the music with Star Wars, I believe, play music over it. And he won an Oscar. He's the greatest of all time. I wrong with an Oscar.
That is Jordan.
Oscar Space Jam.
He won Space Jam. He don't win for Oscar.
He got an Oscar.
And he get a BET award. Another award that was one of my favorite movies of last year. Coco.
Yeah, you've been telling me about it. I still haven't seen it.
Best animated feature film. That shit was lit, bro. I was in the movie theater like, nigga, like this some bullshit. Because the movie had like some real nigga shit go down, and the kids probably be like, I was like, bro, like, I don't want to tell you because you gonna see it one day.
I'm trying to see if I can find it on Redbox tonight.
When you watch this, you gonna call me and be like, man, niggas ain't shit, bro. That's the first thing you gonna say. Yo. Like, niggas ain't shit is the first thing you gonna say when that movie go off, man. But you know, we always talking about people being woke and shit. Marlon Wayans got a new stand-up called Wokish.
It's a stand-up.
It's a stand-up.
I thought it was a show. Sorry.
He has a show called Marlon. That's funny as fuck.
Okay. I
watched episode like 6 or 7 on your Hulu. I thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't want to break up that Hulu last week. I think Carter would have flipped this whole table and went didn't want to bring that up last week, but I used your Hulu. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're the man of the great people. And I watched the one thing about Hulu, they don't have the whole season. starts like episode 6 and go to the most recent one. But why?
Weird.
Is that all TV shows?
I hate all this shit. No, not all of them. Some of them have the whole thing. Like I think they have the whole like Atlanta, the Good Place had the whole season 2.
So it's probably when they go off the air. So they got the whole season 2 of.
I take that back. They have like episode like 4 or 3.
Yeah, that's my point. They started 4. I need to see 1, 2, and 3, bruh. Before I get to 4, cause that show funny as fuck.
That show is hilarious. I can't wait to come back on.
So how? I haven't seen season 2, so maybe at the end of season 2 it'll show me how the third season gonna be. Because at the end of season 1, they hit the restart button, and then season 2 roll. And season 3 have like a hard point where you're gonna be like,
the end of season 1 is like, the end of season 1, you're like,
what the fuck?
No, the end of season 3, you're not like, what the fuck? You're like, okay, let's see how this plays out.
Okay.
Because
don't tell me, bro.
Okay.
Don't tell me. I'm gonna watch this shit. But his show, man, it's about him and his ex-wife. Like, him and his wife was married, I think, like the first episode or 2. They get a divorce, and they're going to be best friends after the divorce. So like, he walks in the house, her house with their kids, of course, and just says random shit. Like, I think the episode I watched, she wanted to get a boob job, and he was like, "No, you shouldn't get a boob job." Like, he was being, I should say, like, immature and loud and goofy about her getting a boob job. But then at the very end, it like wrapped itself around and got serious. Like, this is the first time you ever made a decision without me. And that's why I'm so affected by it. I was like, oh. Instead of me when the dude pointed his head, like, hey, Marlon got this fucking. You gotta watch that shit though. If you looking for a TV show to watch on Hulu, check out Marlon. It's like 30-minute episodes. Okay. Pretty really good. Well, speaking of other TV, I think the show come on like ABC and NBC. And speaking of other shows that come on ABC and NBC, remember the chick off Maury? Not Maury. Steve Waka. Danielle B. Bad Baddie.
The girl from Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I do remember Cat Me Outside. How about that?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Hey, you listen to any of her music?
I've listened to the Bye Bitch. I'm not gonna lie, that song's kind of catchy. That shit kind of, that's kind of a theme song. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, she killed that shit.
She did.
Now she's going on tour. Nationwide. From Cali to New York to Miami to Texas. She bouncing around.
It gives me hope because I've actually been researching that for the last couple of weeks. And a lot of artists who I wouldn't think had enough to go on tour, they be on like whole tours. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, you know what? I might be good, bro. I might be good one of these days. But yeah, am I surprised by her going on tour with Asian Dog? No, I'm not surprised at all.
I was threw me off that she's actually on tour.
Nah,
that's what got me like, whoa.
You know how I feel bad for her watching her. Remember Slim Jesus?
Even when he just got knocked the fuck out.
No.
Got out on stage, bro. Like he was performing. Somebody went up there and rocked his ass, bro. That shit was crazy.
I have a touchscreen. I have a touchscreen. Please don't. Okay.
Carter just texted me and wanted to know.
The runtime?
Is there runtime? Can I make it? Nigga, fuck you. Nigga, being here on motherfucking time next time.
You don't got a motherfucking Hulu password, nigga.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, fuck nigga. You. I wasn't gonna talk shit, but now you gonna text me and interrupt my motherfucking mojo, nigga. But nah, Bad Baddie got Hype Bitch remix with a Made in Tokyo, Asian Doll, and Rich Kid.
Another guy, sidebar, who manages Made in Tokyo, by the way. I haven't heard the remix though. Is the remix hot? It's kinda hot.
She dissed Iggy. That's why I asked you earlier this week. Iggy.
Oh, you did say that. Iggy Why though?
I don't know.
Like, what's the purpose of that?
She was like, "Don't compare me to that old bitch Iggy, cause I still get money." Or something. I was like, nigga.
That don't make any sense. You're both white. You're both just like but the majority of black people who like hip hop music. You guys should kind of still show some unity. I mean, maybe not. It might be even worse. They might think it's like a Hitler thing. Never mind. But like shit, bro.
That nigga high. That nigga high.
They might be coming to kill black people with music. Y'all team up.
Wasted talent, man. That's a lot of the motherfuckers is. Speaking of wasted talent, Jim Jones, new project, Wasted Talent, is coming out. But I think it's going to be overshadowed by Joel Santana. Bro, Joel Santana ran for TSA, bro.
Look at their popcorn.
Yo, that video was so funny as shit.
Jesus Christ.
That motherfucker jumped over 2 escalators. Damn. I'm gonna hit my car, slid on top of the car, ran to the parking lot, jumped on the truck, jumped from the truck to grab the side of the parking garage, climbed up, stole a car, and came around the corner, bro. Yo, I gotta post that video on my motherfucking Instagram, bro. That shit is hilarious, boy.
That's your man. That's Dipset.
Yeah, that nigga Dipset for real, goddamn. But yeah, man, that shit.
Oh my god,
I love that fucking video, man. But you think like Dipset, man? You think they can make a comeback and keep going strong?
Nope.
Based on,
I just don't think. I think Dipset was a fad. I don't think it. I think it was a fad, bro. I don't think it was I don't think it was supposed to last longer than what it did. If that makes sense. I think it was for that time, like Attitude, or like not like that, not in a bad way. I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. I mean,
and niggas still using Auto-Tune,
right? But I mean, it's not as prominent as
what
it was.
The fuck it is?
Not at like
Play Maria
levels. Ooh,
Play Maria, bitch.
Ooh,
Play Maria. Ooh. Ain't your favorite song of yourself got Auto-Tune on it?
First of all, no, it's not. Second of all, second of all, but no. I mean, what I mean by that is, I mean,
you calling a fucking era, a movement at a period of time, a fucking fad.
No, but it's like a movement. It's like
it was a movement.
It's like the Black Panther Party, or like it was a really important part of rap history. But
Black Panther Party is still around.
But it's not as prominent as it was.
Yeah, they are.
How? Because the movie? How? How many Black Panthers do you see walking on the street with AK-47s?
I know a lot of Black Panthers.
How?
Like, I know a lot of new
They lied to you.
They lied. You worship. Nah, I know a lot of new Black Panther parties.
Yeah, but they're not as prominent as the old Black Panthers, though.
They just move in a smarter way. You can't do this. You can't. Back in the day, Dipset could put a goddamn gun on the train. Now you can't do it.
Listen, because you're moving in a smarter way doesn't make you more or any less prominent. But
bro, they're very prominent.
It's not the.
I won't put you on game.
It's not. It's like I don't want to say. But it's like gangs. They're not as prominent as the 80s. It's not like It's not as like 90s form of being a gangster and this form of being gangster.
King 6ix9ine is a gangster.
Are two totally different things. Two totally different things. So I think you can't. Dipset can come back tomorrow. They had a very important part in history. They're not coming back tomorrow.
They could,
but they have a very important part of
they were the first up north group that took the wave of the South and still kept in New York waves and made it dope. A lot of that shit that Joel Santana era when he started rapping his shit, a lot of that El Sippin' Scissor, a lot of that shit started to be pushed from a southern standpoint. They're the first New York artist that wasn't gonna fade out. New York fell the fuck off because they couldn't adapt to the South. Like Joe, I think Fat Joe said a punchline. He was like, "You need to switch up and learn how to go southpaw." Kind of talking to New York rappers, but you know what I'm saying? Like Dipset, right? It's Dipset.
I don't think they make any comeback.
They can.
I don't.
They just can't. The thing, their problem is that they can't do it the same way. You got to do it a different way.
Then what? Define comeback then, because if you can't adapt to a different way, then you can't come back.
No, I'm saying they can't do it the same way, and that's the problem that they're having. I think like Cam is moving another way,
so they can't adapt. They can't come together. They can't come back.
Cam is doing it another way. Jim, not the one-eyed Willie the Capo. You can't go out here and punch niggas in the face. So he's talking about it, and he's motivating the young guys that feel like that's how they got to get it, to do it a different way. So he switched this shit up. Joel, I don't know. I don't know. At this point, before yesterday, I'm like, Joel's, he can make it, but I don't know what this nigga doing now, bro. I don't know what the fuck this nigga doing now.
I don't think a Dipset comeback is foreseeable, but
they just have to make more mature music. Of not mature, I'm not saying like 444. I'm saying more or less they have to show the maturity of their type of guys. Like, for example, Jay-Z was never the gangster. He was always a smooth guy in his records. Like, he can get dirty, but he was never like, He was never the Mad Child Posse. He wasn't never, the Ball Street Bully. He wasn't never none of them. He was just the cool nigga that had bars, that got money, and that's what his focus was at. Never really got his hands dirty, right?
Yeah.
So the mature version of that is Jay-Z we have today. I'm married. I got the kid. I got this, that, and the third. Where you have the mature version of Cam and Jim and Joel's, they have to show the maturity of, okay, back then we bought Blue Money on the pink Timbs, da-da-da-da. Now we're purchasing something that's still not as elegant as a $20 million painting, but still to show that you can elevate too. If they can find that space of elevation by still keeping their same shit, then they can come back, right? That's for you to say that Dipset is a fad, like you saying Bone Thugs and Harmony was a fad, Wu-Tang was a fad, 3 6 Mafia was a fad. You can't call those.
Well,
every artist that I just
everything
named,
you said except for Wu-Tang, I would almost agree with.
How?
Because fads are things that are in style and then they go out of style, and then later on down the line they come back in style. So in
what's
theory,
out of style about what Dipset did?
Besides like jerseys and like extremely baggy pants, and
then they switched to what?
To niggas wearing buttons?
No, the skull, all that whole skull shit, all this shit, the tight pants, the scarves. What niggas are doing now? The fucking the canvas kicks and shit. Nigga, they evolved to that fucking level. And the point I'm trying to make is they went from what you just said, the big baggy ass, and Jay-Z did the same thing. Went from the big baggy ass jerseys with the hoodies and the Timbs. Jay was saying fuck all of that. And went change clothes and all this bullshit over here. And Dipset, on the other hand, they went that whole rock started what Lil Uzi Vert is doing right now. Well, all these niggas, they taking it to the extreme with the super tight fucking pants. But them straight legs that was sagging with the skulls, with the colors, with all that shit came from Dipset. That shit's still going on now. So name me something that Dipset hasn't influenced. ASAP Rocky, the whole ASAP mob is Dipset influence. Them niggas is from up there, but they start getting on the internet. The difference between Dipset and ASAP is Dipset moved around possibly dealing with music, drugs, and whatever else. So they went to these different areas and learned that while they was there. ASAP more or less probably got on the computer. That era just, okay, these niggas. And he tell you, he went down south, like his grandma or some shit like that for a little period of time, learned it. But the point I'm trying to make is their impact, we still feeling the impact of Dipset. They still have a cult following. They still get it. They still can get it popping. But motherfuckers see a Dipset record, not a Jules and Jim and Cam. When they see them four together, Freak, Cam, Joel's, and Jimmy on a record, motherfucker, niggas is clicking, bro. Niggas want to hear what they got. Wu-Tang Clan, the way that they said they whole shit when it was based off of, you can't say that's a fad. 3 6 Mafia, you can't say that's a fad, because all that shit that they was talking about and they doing that, slanging and slowing, all that shit, they areas are still doing that type of music now. It's on the elevated platform of it. You can't call them fads. Fads die. Vanilla Ice was a fad. That fads is motherfucking the belts with the names on them, the HD belts with the shit be scrolling. That's a fad when niggas buy that shit. A fad is these finesse haircuts. The niggas faded and got all that wild blonde shit at the top. Them shit's fad. You can't call Dipset a fucking fad, bro. That's mad disrespectful, bro. That's mad disrespectful.
I can tell this is hitting you in the heart.
I can tell. I'm trying to show you, like, bro, you fucking up if you think that
it's personal for you.
That's the case. But we didn't mention a couple of different labels today, and we're gonna jump into our what would you do? What would we do? Excuse me. What would we do? Segment of the podcast where we take a situation and place ourselves into it. Give me a few seconds here. Let me find this. Get an old thing for this week here. Here we go.
Whoa. Who was that? Whoa. Oh, okay. All right.
So what I'm showing Avery right now.
For the record, I don't see any Dipset, by the way. But continue, please.
I said we talked about a lot of labels. I didn't say Dipset was part of the rock.
They had a chain though.
Yeah, but this is.
It had a record label.
This.
No. They had to change the reclaim. Fuck it. Go. Let's go.
So there's not an aftermath chain, but the G unit chain. Which one was more prominent?
Is that an aftermath chain, really?
Yeah, nigga, the A.
Busta was the only nigga that had one. He had his name, bro.
Whoa. Game had one.
Really? The only two niggas that had that
aftermath chain? What do you niggas had aftermath chain?
Big ass aftermath chain.
The big, it's like a fucking...
I know what it is.
Yeah. Nigga, what are you talking about?
Nobody has one of those shit, bro.
Google aftermath chain. You're going to see at least 5 artists with the aftermath chain on.
Kids, I wish I had Dr. S for them right now. I would bet my house they don't own one of the chains. I would bet my whole...
Dre doesn't have an aftermath chain.
I would bet my whole existence I don't have an aftermath chain, bro.
I have to do my Googles.
Yeah, you have to do my Googles.
I gotta do my Googles to see if we can find it. Game got one on. Fifth got one.
All I want to see is the Game. All I see is the Game.
Dr. Dre has an aftermath chain, bro.
I highly doubt it, Keith.
It is right here.
Show me.
He got the small aftermath chain when he left Death Row.
Where's the aftermath at?
Right there. It's a small joint. You don't see the small joint? Bruh. Niggas had aftermath chain.
Nah, cuz you're not getting like that, cuz. You're not getting me on that one, cuz. Nah, nigga.
Yeah, bro.
Nigga. Anybody that Death Row chain after they like, fuck this shit. Yo,
chill out, bro. I'm not even talking bad about Death Row. Ever, nigga. I love my life.
You should have out here right, you punching my
I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna find a picture with Dre in the aftermath.
Yeah, I want to see the what's called joint. Give me a laptop.
Google it, bro.
Give me the laptop.
I need my notes.
Are you doing this? Showing me pictures of him wearing chains. He's not in chains, nigga.
Bruh, okay.
Oh God, this is hilarious.
No, this text I got. I'm gonna show you some funny shit in a second. All right. But which chain would you pick? You got a RocFella chain, a G-Unit chain, a Rough Rider chain, Death Row, Cash Money, and No Limits.
I'm choosing to the RocFella.
What other artists outside of Kanye West, Jay-Z,
and I am into the rock? This is the
came out that was just like so impactful? Memphis Bleak was trash.
Oh, are we not talking about Dipset? Okay, so
Under the Rock.
Okay,
Dipset had their own little joint over here, right?
They were distributed by RocFella, though.
No, all of them. What are you talking about?
What?
Do your Googles, nigga.
My head hurts so bad right now.
Do your Googles, nigga.
Do my
Cam had a RocFella situation that had the Eminem and Dipset.
Well, that was still mean
but
that Cam influenced.
Cam had the deal, not the whole set.
But
you just said all
have you not influenced your friends?
You just
Are your friends not influenced by you? Is this new?
You just said the whole set was signed to RocFella.
Okay, and even if I was wrong.
You are.
Oh, your supposed leader, Cam,
was signed to
RocFella.
Yeah.
Your friend, you are the company that you keep, Keys Ali. You are the company that you keep.
So he put his mans on and told him get a deal over here and him get a deal over here. So we all can have money.
Where were they signed to?
Bro,
they were signed to.
I have to go through this. I really have to go through this shit.
Cam, RocFella. Come on with me. Diplomatic Community, RocFella.
Cam.
Diplomatic Community, RocFella.
Dipset Emblem was signed to the Dipset record label was from under RocFella, but the other guys weren't getting deals from under that same bridge, bro. Look up Joel Santana and
listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. What the Game's Been Missing came out in what year? 2005, right?
Not sure, bro.
Diplomatic Community came out in 2003. Them niggas wasn't checking for Jones, even if they wasn't checking for Jones and Freak and Santana the way they were checking for Cam, who was signed to RocFella.
Do not think these niggas were signed.
I'm looking at it right now. RocFella, Def Jam.
My point. Dipset part was something.
I get what you're doing, but no, it's not working.
Because you're missing the point. You're missing the point that Cam made an emblem Dipset.
I'm aware of this.
But
yes.
all those guys was not signed to that emblem of Dipset. They had a distribution. Like, for example, I think Jim Jones had this distribution through Koch. I think Joel Santana had went through like Jive or something, right?
I'm literally looking at the album credits right now. The album credits don't say Diplomatic Immunity came out through Jive.
You're talking about that's the fucking, you're missing the point, bro. I'm talking about artists. The whole group of them, their name, the Dipset shit was signed under the fucking Def Jam label, but the artist wasn't getting deals through. Cause you're looking off a fucking compilation album.
Listen,
you're looking at a compilation.
Here's my point. This is the point that I'm trying to make.
That Def Jam paid for that compilation album.
This is the point that I'm trying to make.
That's all you said.
First of all, the album came out is RocFella, Dipset, and Def Jam. So if I had to make a guess, but the album was distributed by Def Jam. RocFella paid, I'm assuming, the majority of it, and then let Cam run with it, which is why it's RocFella, Dipset, then Def Jam, if I'm guessing. My thing is this. They wasn't checking. Cam was the only person out of Dipset who had the buzz, right? So, they wasn't checking for Santana. They wasn't checking for Freak. They wasn't checking for Real. They wasn't checking for Jim. They were checking for Cam. So when they came together, that gave them more of a shit.
I'm waiting on you to say it.
Gave them more of a zone to influence. You know what I'm saying? That they could have them niggas. I'd say they couldn't be Dipset without Cam. So when Diplomatic Immunity came out, that's where you get your influence. That's where your influence comes from. That's my point I'm trying to make, my nigga. That all these niggas came from rock. I'm taking my RocFella chain. It's the point that I'm trying to make. You know who got a RocFella chain? J. Cole got a RocFella chain.
He's on a Rock Nation.
You got a chain, my nigga. We talking about chains right now. He got a chain.
He's on a Rock Nation.
He got a chain, my nigga. Big Sean got a chain.
So you telling me, I asked you, which chain would you pick?
Yes.
And you saying the RocFella chain based off of something that happened in the 90s and 2000s.
So, would you rather me say as right now?
That's what I'm asking you.
Then
I'm asking you for your nostalgic response.
And I understand that, right? So, with that being said, based off of how history goes, I'm taking my rock chain.
Based on what?
As history goes. First of all, apparently, allegedly, Birdman owes the... Let me see your phone. Hold on. Do I have that picture?
No, thanks.
All right, so, all right. Let's knock it down, right? So, Death Row Records is bankrupt, right? That's common knowledge, right? Okay. I'm not signing with G Unit. I'm just not signing with G Unit. I'm not signing with G Unit. Rough Riders, I think, bankrupt. I think Swiss has another label now. It's called something, but it's not called Rough Riders anymore. I'm not signing with No Limit. I guess so by default, RocFella was the only one I was signed with.
Based on what?
Based off of
nostalgia.
Off track record. Off track record. If
you
you elevate yourself, you don't really have to like. Remember, I was talking to you. We were saying earlier about rappers not going on tour, and you would think going on tour. Like in that sense, it'd be like Memphis Blink and like State Property and like niggas that can still like go on tours and niggas that are still in that niggas that are still making, I can say making like money, it's like money and then just money. Yeah. So
it's taking a jerk.
Yeah, I'm signing RocFella. I'm signing with the Rock on this one. I don't really 50 Cent doesn't. I want to do a song with 50 Cent. So
G-Unit had the best count if the niggas wasn't lazy.
You think so? I die again. I got changed. You're trying to be cute again. About to die. They're coughing and shit.
But yeah.
You think so? The best count? Keith's getting up to get something to drink. He's choking over here while he's doing that and letting everybody know. Are you shoeless? April 13th. Shyland flowers available everywhere. You good?
She burned my throat.
Yeah.
But yeah. You had your down south.
Okay.
You had your King of New York. You had your Prince of New York. You had your Out West. You had every major region in rap.
Aftermath was on there, was it? Aftermath was on there, was it?
What you mean?
Aftermath. The big ass Aftermath. Okay.
But yeah, G-Unit had the best opportunity.
I don't think so, bro.
What did RocFella have down south?
They had anything down south.
Okay. What did No Limit have up north?
Nothing.
What did Death Row have down south?
Nothing. So you saying G-Unit because of their reach? I guess
the reach, yeah. If they would have stayed together, listen, they would have stayed together. Fifth could have stepped into a position of J, present day J, where I'm not touching this shit anymore. I'm just up here doing what I gotta do to set up for my niggas. Lloyd Banks could be right now one of the hottest northern rappers, period. The Game, if he stay at that major backing, could be one of the top niggas out of the West. Buck can come out today and put a record out that would be right in the same lane as Gucci, the Migos, them boys from down south. Can't nobody other label do that. RocFella was all fighting for New York, basically. And the only niggas that was busted, that was popping on.
I love how you have such high like hopes.
What you mean?
That was great. No, no, I get what you're saying by them being,
excuse me,
by there being, sectioned, I guess, worrying about only the East Coast. But I think first of all, you know me, I'm quantity. I'm quality over quantity. So I'm signing with Rock Nation because they'll make music, but they'll always have music to go back to. If that makes sense, like you can go back to you can't. I mean, in theory, you could go back to the Franchise Boys, but the Franchise Boys aren't going to sell the show. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be like a team. And they had a B-side. T.I. had like a B-side concert right now and brought out them Franchise Boys, or brought out like Big Country King to do like top back or some shit. Like, it'd be like, oh, that's tight. But it wouldn't be like when Jay brought out Freeway to do like what we do. It's not, it'd be nowhere near that level.
You're naming, so what you're doing is comparing the Franchise Boys to Freeway.
No, but I'm saying
yes, you are, because you gave me two down south.
Okay.
One of them was the Franchise Boys.
Okay.
Then you gave me an up north rapper and said it was Freeway.
Yeah.
You're comparing it to a top guy, a king of their region, bringing out another artist from their region. You just compare those two together. Give me a down south Freeway.
What you mean, like down south Freeway?
You can't compare the Franchise Boys to Freeway. You can, like maybe Chris and Eve, the Young Guns, can be compared to them Franchise Boys. A Freeway would be like a little scrappy. If T.I. brought out Scrappy, it'll sell out. It'll be the same feeling for people that's down south. T.I. brought out Plies. It'd be the same feeling. If Jay-Z brought out Rakim, if T.I. brought out Too Short, if T.I. brought out Scarface, what you're trying to do is say that RocFella had the greatest label. I'm guessing where you're going with it. But my point is, when you think about the reach of getting people from everywhere, every background, everything, Aftermath was the smartest label. G-Unit was the smartest label. Gotcha. Eminem, your hottest white boy. You had Eminem, who was Detroit for one. So he had that mid area that we talked about last week. He had that mid area. And he was white. So he had that going for him. 50 had New York. Seriously though. 50 had New York. Game had out west. Buck was finna start G Unit South. But you looking for Southern?
Now I'm going to see who was signed to G Unit.
Those are the 4 people. Who else you need?
I'm asking you, nigga. I don't know.
It was. I just told you it was Buck, Game, Yayo, Banks, and Game. That was the unit.
Looks like that's always been G Unit, actually. That's Game, Mobb Deep, MOP, Scrappy.
They started reaching out toward the end of it.
Yeah.
The demise of it.
And that was Buck, Yayo, Banks, 50, Murder, Kid.
Now they're not doing it the right way. I'm saying G Unit had the best group if they wouldn't have been lazy.
I don't think I would put a G Unit over a RocFella. I mean, sure, you have 50 Cent being, like motherfucking king of the world for like 3 years, but I don't think I would much rather
name a year that Jay-Z ran the whole thing.
2001.
Look up what else came out in 2000. Look out the Billboard chart for 2000. I bet you Jay didn't run that shit, man. I'm telling you. You could go all day. I know it's your man's. But your man's ain't never have like a full year run.
Bro. Well, listen though. So, and that brings me back to this how I think I'm gonna break it down.
In 2000,
listen,
Outkast running the type of shit. Nelly. It was the South. Eminem, Common, Luda. Jay-Z had I Just Want to Love You. Out in 2000?
Listen.
Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, because
Just can't do you.
I know you like
Holla. That shit was dope.
I know you like to do.
I'm just reading what I got, bro.
Listen, so that brings me to my final point on this.
He didn't run it.
On this final thing. Listen, so you're talking about how we have to run a whole entire year. Nobody on the name with any other one of those chains, except for a RocFella chain,
ran years,
can do shit now that Jay-Z can do. Can do shit anyway.
Because Jay-Z had listen. You're not finna do that to them guys, right?
Listen. Would you much rather run a year or much rather run that steady pace? You built him up now. 50 Cent can't sell out Glastonbury. 50 Cent can't do none of that shit. Not one of this. Not one of that shit. We all know
why Jay can do that, right?
So listen.
The only reason Jay can do that because Dame was the bad guy.
Yeah, okay, there you go. But no,
Dame took the fall on all that shit and left that nigga clean, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Off what?
Dame was the everything for their label, bro. Dame made everything fucking happen for them. Everything. The nigga could rap, but he could have went to any fucking label and fucking rapped, bro. He could have went anywhere and still been Jay-Z. But he wouldn't have had this longevity, because when it came time for Jay-Z to handle some shit, and he didn't have a Dame or a Biggs or a State Prop or somebody like that to handle the shit, he would have had to handle it. Meaning, his hands would have got dirty. Like Death Row. His hands would have got dirty. Like No Limit. Like Cash Money. Them niggas had niggas actually take falls that was at the top of their shit. Jay never had to take a fall because he had fall guys. So don't sit here and say that he up there by himself because of him. He has longevity because of him.
I'm not saying he's up there by himself, but I'm saying...
But nobody else in that label is relevant.
But I'm saying that nobody on anyone on them chains is relevant. And what I'm telling you is that nobody can't do what Jay is doing right now. That's based the point. So you ask me, who am I signing with? I'm signing with the number one hip hop.
RocFella ain't even a label.
You ask me, I'm signing what channel taking?
You
ask me what channel taking? That's channel taking.
But you can't discredit anybody else on there based off of what you've been saying.
I'm not discrediting anybody.
You said I won't sign with them because they bankrupt. You want to run it back? You just discredit all those other labels.
I'm not.
You just went through this whole picture and said, I'm not going to sign to the unit. Them niggas ain't even together. Rough Riders. Swiss got another label now. I'm definitely not signing No Limit. Birdman owe money and Death Row's bankrupt. You just dissed every other chain on here.
It's not necessarily a diss. These are facts. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not telling you false information. I'm telling you the truth.
How you telling me the truth?
If I'm saying it, that comes out that way, then fine. But what I said is lie. If niggas bankrupt, niggas is bankrupt. If niggas are not in business, they're not in business.
But RocFella's not a label anymore.
RocFella is a label.
Rock Nation is the label.
There's only one person signed to RocFella Records right now.
Who?
Jay. He's the only person signed to RocFella Records. It's still an active label.
Yo.
J. Cole signed to Rock Nation.
Rock Nation.
J. Cole can't come out with an album on RocFella. I mean, I'm sure he could, yes, but it's still an active label.
Yeah, bro.
I'm signing with Hov, bro. I'm signing with Hov.
Still on the shelf.
And
his right hand man couldn't even get it popping.
I'm signing with
His
Hov,
right hand man couldn't even get it popping.
I'm signing with Hov, bro.
So you gonna sign with nigga just right hand man?
I'm signing with Hov, bro. Meek Mill, not Meek. Memphis Bleak good right now, nigga. Bleak can do a hit away his whole career as long as I'm alive. He's a millionaire. Good, nigga. We good over here.
Another man got to give you a plate.
We good.
That's why you like that money all around me.
I'm not
That's why you like that gold link shit. That's why you like that gold link shit.
Birdman, kiss me, none of that extra shit.
As long as money around you straight.
I'm doing none of that extra shit. As long as money around you straight. I'm gonna be Gucci, my nigga.
As long as money
I'm going to be Gucci.
You can be straight.
It's the Rock, man.
I hear you, man.
It's the Rock, homie. ROC.
Let's jump to just another record, man.
Just another record.
What record you got for me this week?
Are we doing one or two?
I'm doing two.
We're doing two? Oh, I have
Jump it off.
Oh, me jump it off? Alright, well, obviously, I'm going to play the greatest song ever made. It's called For the Wire. Featuring
So you gonna play your own record?
I'm gonna play my own record, Shyland&nbsp, For the Wire, featuring Recordon in Skyzoo. Skyzoo, shout out Skyzoo, man. Came through on the record and everybody enjoyed it and shit.
Good looking. Yeah. Kills up the block like shotgun under the trench. I'm ready to buy something. These fools never listen, no matter the repetition. Like a thief in the night, I'll leave them without a vision. But was it the scar that got the lovers attacked? Every time I underclap, they say I overreact. Is that a fact? They look at me like I was raised in the trap. I never let my honest and really, I'm raising it back. As a kid, I saw and believed in these dead people used to ride with the best of them. Now I'm only testing them.
That was For the Wire, Shyland&nbsp featuring Skyzoo and Recordon.
This nigga got plug this whole shit.
I am, bro. I am. Did I mention the album comes out April 13th?
It might come out October. Fucking with you.
Chill out, bro.
Fucking with this nigga. I have no faith in your release date.
Let me ride, bro. Let me ride. Kelvin asked me about that the other day. I think like we actually recorded this album for the second time in full, May of 2017. So it's almost been like a full year since
I mean, all your music dated. I'll play my record. My record this week is coming from Lil Uzi Vert and Steve Aoki. It's called Been Ballin'.
Yeah, Steve Aoki. Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'ma spray champagne, make it rain, just to let you know I've been ballin'.
Ain't got no bars, no delivery, just all energy, pure energy. What's the second record you got for me, man?
Second record I got, I think I played Villain on the podcast before. So I'm not going to play that song because I'm not entirely sure if I played that. But I'm going to play... fuck, man.
Struggling over there, man.
I'm struggling, man. Let's go with Last Time That I Checked. Nip the Crip. Nipsey Hussle.
Nip the Crip.
Nip the Crip.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling zones in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the hoes come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Nah. Playing no games with you niggas. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you niggas. Look, I laid down the game for you niggas. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you niggas. On the whole thing for you niggas. Nigga, fast up enough that explain for you niggas. It gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cut.
That's one. I'm not well versed in gang violence. So I don't know. I know I had a cousin who was a Crip, so he like on all his red clothing, he would exit out. He put like a small X somewhere on his red clothing. I wonder if they still do that. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I know.
Yeah, on my record, I'm gonna change the whole tone of this.
Apparently, what's it called? Apparently, it's not like I talk to like my friends up north and like my friends out west, and they're like they don't consider anything down south a gang. Like Bloods and like kind of weird. Like Bloods. Like it's just man.
It's weird. Switching gears. I'm tapping into my inner Carter. Pause. I don't know how that sounds. Yeah. Pause. This is pause it. Tony Braxton.
Oh shit. Okay.
Featuring Birdman. It's called Hardaway.
He took my heart away. Bad man with bad manners. Playing me like it was a habit. Middle finger, he could have it. I used to dream of living lavish. Now a girl's a living legend. I drown my sorrow in my fashion. If I ain't even now, that's to know. Bad bras, not besides what I thought that I could fit it. Couldn't fit it. It didn't work, so I gave it to one of my sisters. Had a chick in the back of my Benz. That's what I did. I woke up the next day and booked in my day. Me and my kid. He took my heart away.
Yeah, do you know Tony Braxton? So to hear Tony Braxton on a trap song don't blow you away. On a trap beat don't kind of blow you away. She's been doing records with Babyface. Now she's doing records with Baby.
So she did that? Pretty clever. However, I said
seriously though, man, you should like the track. It's crazy. You hear Tony Braxton on a trap beat? Fuck Birdman didn't even get on the song. I'm talking about the legend Tony Braxton being on a trap beat, bro.
What you saying, man?
What you think about
I said it was nice, my nigga.
You don't know.
What you want me to say?
I just want to know your thoughts on the song.
The song sounded nice from what I heard of it so far.
But how do you feel about Tony Braxton being on the trap beat?
I think it shows her range as an artist. I think it's a very, very, very broad yet necessary step that she's taking to evolve as a singer.
Do you think that Tony Braxton can make another run of trap features?
I think she can make a run off trap features.
Trap beat features.
Anything is possible. Do I personally think so? No, I don't. It might confuse her older fan base. You know, people like my mom. But
I think your mom can judge this.
You know what? I think she can too. But you know, I don't think everybody's like my mom though. So my personal opinions, I don't think that's going to be a thing.
Did you put Tony Braxton on Maria?
But I put Tony Braxton on Maria. I won't put Tony Braxton.
Let's wrap this shit up.
For the simple
Let's
fact,
get this shit right.
That part of the song is written from a male point of view. I don't have to have a male. You just could have said any other male. I'd have been like, yeah, probably. But you said Tony Braxton.
I like Tony Braxton. This is my hook, Tony. Whatever you think is necessary, make the adjustments.
You know, I thought about that. Before we go, let me say one thing. I thought about that, right? You told me, we was recording the studio, and you told me, you like, Rick and Andre, I should have just went in there and was like, yo, this is how you, yo, this is the word, sing how you want to sing it. Mm-hmm. I thought about that. It's a terrible idea. That's a horror.
Based off of what?
It took me like a whole year later to go, yo, nigga, that's a horrible idea.
But why?
It's a horrible idea.
But why?
It's a horrible idea because I think as an artist, I have to play the director. I'm not gonna if I have the idea, I'm not gonna be like, yo, do it how you want to do it. Fuck that. Do it how I want you to do it.
My point is, if you think of it, that's a huge problem with a lot of artists. You so stuck in what you want, and you think your way is gonna work. That's not always true.
That's not always true. I'm 100% behind you. That's not always true. However, I think at the end of the day, if it's my record, at the end of the day, if it's
your record, you should have input on how it go. But if you like an artist for what an artist does, an artist asks you for a collab because of what you do.
Right.
They don't do what you do. They do what they do. If they come on your record, and I'm not saying leave exactly what they put. That's the point of people sending records back and forth and say, hey, this is the concept. This is where we're going with it. Let's see how you do it. Because you like what they do. So whatever they may do with it, you may not keep it 100% because it's not you. It's your record and you want some of you in there. But you can take what they got and your idea and message, and that's how you get the best thing.
No, and I understand that argument as well. But for me, it's like directing a movie. If I'm casting you for this role, I want you to deliver the lines how I wrote the lines. I don't want you to... But
the reason that you put this person in your mind of that is because of what they already do.
Because how you can deliver it. I want you to do it how I want you to do it, but I want you to put your flavor on it.
That's the same thing I'm saying.
No, but listen, if you come to me with an idea and you're like, yo...
That's the same
thing I'm saying. If you come to me with an idea, I'm like, okay, well, listen, maybe you can do it this way, or maybe you can do it that way. I'm all open to ears. You see me in the studio, I'm always open to suggestions. However, if those suggestions ain't good, or you don't give me the suggestions, then we can go what I'm going with.
Why would you do a collab with somebody that you wouldn't respect their suggestion?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying I don't respect your suggestions. I'm just saying your suggestions at this point in time it's not what I want.
How you know about this record that way if you never tried it?
If you give me a suggestion to something, and it is not what I want.
But that's what I'm saying. Did you do that in this situation?
Yeah.
So you
there's more times, not on this particular song. No,
when we talking about this damn song though, right?
Because we didn't get that far, and with that song, this song was like, yo, this is how I wrote it. Do it however you want to do it. That's what I said in the studio. And they did it how I did the first time. So I didn't. Okay, cool.
You did. Say it again. You didn't.
I was like, yo, I went in there and do it. This is how I did it, but do it how you would do it. If you were writing this particular part, I don't really care. Just I know you're good for it. So
that's not,
dude.
But that's not what I meant.
Listen, that's directing.
That's not what I meant.
What did you mean?
What I meant was, here are the words. This is the beat. Show me how you would do it. Then not you giving them a reference. Catch the beat. This is the words I want you to say. They go in there. They say these words. Then you go in and say, okay, well, I like that. My idea is this, because when you start giving people your idea of something before they go in and create, they're going to try to create, even though it's their way, to fit what you're saying. It's not going to be open freedom to, if I give you a beat and say, this is the concept, just go. You're going to write your verse. That's why a lot of times people will do their verse and then when they get the record back, be like, damn, that shit harder than mine. Or maybe they didn't go the way it should have went, so they send it back. Say, nah, I was thinking more or less this. So I'm talking about working with them, but let them at first go crazy. To get them an open white canvas and say, I want you to paint a tree and see where their mind goes with the tree, and then go back and then fix the tree the way that you want it, because it's still your record, it's still you at the end of the day, but you have their full, no gates, no boundaries, just words. Go do it, bro. And with that right there, you could have took what you like of them and what you wanted, put it together in a nice little ball, and got your record. That's what I meant by it.
That's a very valid point.
It didn't happen that way.
It didn't happen that way.
So you can't say that my fucking way didn't work.
But I don't think it would have. I don't think it would have.
Because you have personal feelings.
I don't, bro.
You have personal feelings.
I don't understand how. I just don't think it would work that way. I don't.
What's your social?
I record a lot of songs, my nigga. Like with a lot of people. That's just fuck it. Everywhere. Social media at Shyland&Flowers, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, MySpace, Hotmail, Google Plus, all that shit.
Gotcha. Make sure you follow your boy Carolina Keys at Carolina Keys on all social media. Everything he named plus more. And make sure you getting logged into JAW Podcast on all social media. I don't know call it social media. I told them to put them all at one. It would be a whole lot easier for days like this. But I do want to let all my podcast listeners know, if you don't hear me on the next couple of episodes, I'm taking care of business. And when I come back, we'll talk about just that business. But I may miss next week's episode or the week after that episode. If I go missing, all of a sudden, when I come back, I'm going to have a great story to tell. Any last words?
No, I was going to sing that your background vocals in that part, but I thought about it. Nah, man. Hey, man, peace and love to everybody, man. Album come out April 13th.
I appreciate you for coming through.
No problem. It was fun taking over.
Unnecessarily. All you had to say was, bro, yo, let me get a podcast where we just go crazy with my shit. I'm like that. KT, who's been a guest on our show, said she want to do a podcast. We're going to talk about her coming through and just let KT style Just Another Week podcast. We're going to follow her outline for a podcast.
Take a week off when the girls come in?
Nah. It's going to be difficult for us, for the two of us, me and Carter. But yeah, so you could say like, bro, let's do it. Another Shyland Radio. Well, I'm actually here. Last time I wasn't here for Shyland Radio, and we could better plan it. and put out a better product. That's all I'm saying.
I had an idea for Shyland Radio. As an actual thing I was gonna do. I still might do it though.
Hey, like at a wrestling podcast.
I still might do it though. Ooh. Take shots today.
Just Another Week podcast.
God.
Episode 39. Before I leave, we need some competition. Earlier in this podcast, we mentioned that competition, basically what it was saying was iron sharper iron. But we just out here swinging our sword. Pause. We just out here swinging our sword, man. I feel like at times we get lackadaisical, lazy as fuck with our production of our podcast. And that's because I feel like we're going to get these numbers regardless. But as Whispers, one of my good friends, is 6'9", 6'9" fan.
Good friends
and 6'9" fan. Normal, they're going to come out with a fashion podcast. It's not going to be entirely in our lane, but I'm looking for somebody to come out and do what we do a little bit better, to make us better.
Can they do what we do?
I don't know, man.
We can't do what we do, baby.
Iron sharper iron. Carter be back next week, episode 39. We out.
Out.
Should I stay? Should I stay? Should I?